What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So, as I said in my live stream last night, which was only a leaked draft or leaked report of what was supposed to be happening today, turns out it was actually true. The EU agrees Brexit Flextension in major boost to Boris Johnson's hopes of securing Christmas election. Now what that means is Halloween is no longer Brexit Day. So, we are not leaving on the 31st of October. That is now guaranteed. It's got MPs will debate from 3:30 PM a motion calling for an early election. I might do a live stream on that if I can get the timing, guys. At 5 PM, MPs will vote on the motion, so we'll definitely be around for that. I'll get a live stream started up for that. Liberal Democrats offer Boris Johnson route to an election, as I reported yesterday. The European Union has agreed it will accept a Brexit Flextension in what will be seen as a major boost to Boris Johnson's hopes of securing a Christmas election. This morning, hopes were rising that Emmanuel Macron could support an extension despite initial objections. We all knew he was always going to support it, let's be honest. It was posturing to try and get the Labour Party Lib Dems to agree to Boris Johnson's deal. It's not going to work, so they're going to have to go down the route of an election, which is far more risky in the EU's eyes. They don't know what might happen, of course. Following a call over the weekend between the Prime Minister and the French President, if France backs the Flextension, a 3-month delay to January 31st, 2020 could be agreed. There are another 3 dates when the extension could fall away if the deal is ratified by House of Commons and European Parliament, meaning Brexit Day could be 11 PM on Saturday, November the 30th, Tuesday, December the 31st, or Friday, January the 31st. So we now have 3 possible Brexit days, it seems. The EU27 will meet in Brussels from 9 AM this morning to discuss the extension, although it is possible they will hold off on the green light until tomorrow in order to see what happens with tonight's Westminster motion vote. It is anticipated Mr Johnson will fail to secure the support he needs for a December general election, due to Labour's lack of support for the proposal. However, the Liberal Democrats and Scottish National Party have offered Mr Johnson a way out of the deadlock. Lib Dem leader Jo Swinson and the SNP's Westminster leader Ian Blackford have put forward a tightly drafted bill that would grant an election on December the 9th, as I reported yesterday in my video about Jo Swinson and her appearance on the Andrew Marr show. 3 days earlier, then the PM suggested polling date, as long as the European Union grants an extension until January 31st. This morning, Ms Swinson insisted the bill was still alive and said she was hopeful that as a result of the cross-party working, an extension will be granted today. Otherwise, we're still in a very real risk of crashing out without a deal on Thursday. Downing Street indicated it could be willing to support the pro-Remain party's proposal in a possible compromise offer. A number 10 source said if the government request for an election was lost, we will look at all options to get Brexit done, including ideas similar to that proposed by opposition parties. If passed on Tuesday, the SNP Lib Dem bill is likely to achieve royal assent by Thursday, and Parliament would be dissolved by the end of the week for the first December poll in almost a century. It follows on Lib Dem's welcome Flextension, but it's unclear where they stand on their own draft bill. Tom Brake, Lib Dem shadow Brexit spokesman, said the Flextension was welcome news, although did not explain where they stand on their joint draft bill with the SNP, which was conditional on Britain not being able to leave the EU before January 31st. Boris Johnson's do or die 31st of October Brexit deadline has failed, yes, because Parliament made it fail. We are still in the EU. The fight is far from over, he says. Yes, the fight is far from over. Liberal Democrats will continue to fight to stop Brexit. We passionately believe that there is no deal that is as good as the one we have now in the EU. You've got Boris Johnson looking happy there. Proved the EU have granted the Flextension. Donald Tusk, look, here we have the tweet himself. The EU has agreed it will accept the UK's request for a Brexit Flextension. The EU27 has agreed that it will accept the UK's request for a Brexit Flextension until January 31st, 2020. The decision is expected to be formalised through a written procedure. And that's it. So there we have it, guys. Brexit no longer will happen on October the 31st, thanks to the Remoaners in Parliament, who have literally forced Boris Johnson into the position we are now, even though he managed to get a deal. Now, I don't like the deal. Many people don't like the deal, but he managed to get a deal, and that's what's forced this situation now, because they never anticipated he would get a deal, so they're all clamouring around, trying to figure out what to do next in order to stop him passing his deal, because they now see that It's either no deal or he's deal with him. And they didn't want that. They thought he was just going to be on no deal and they would use the courts and parliament to stop him doing that. But it becomes more difficult for them to stop him once he's got a deal. Hence, all these snide tricks that we're seeing here. Like the SNP and Lib Dems motion for an election. There is likely something behind that they will gain from. University votes in 2 different places possibly. That's what most people seem to think anyway, and yeah, I'd likely agree with them. But as I said, Brexit on the 31st of October is not happening. It could either be the end of November, the end of December, or the end of January if they don't find some other stupid excuse to extend it again. So we'll have to wait and see. But the vote is at 5 o'clock tonight, so we'll get a stream started up before that goes on. And we'll find out tonight maybe if we got an election. If not, it could be tomorrow. But I'm going to end the video there anyway, guys. It was just a quick one to bring you this article and this quick news update, obviously. I want to thank the channel's PayPal, Patreon and Subscribe Star members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with the notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going and we are glad to be going. We're off.
This Parliament is a dead Parliament. It should no longer sit. It has no moral right to sit on these green benches. They don't like the truth. Twice they have been asked to let the electorate decide upon whether they should continue to sit in their seats, while they block 17.4 million people's votes. This Parliament is a disgrace, but they're too cowardly to give it a go. But the time is coming. The time is coming, Mr. Speaker, when even these turkeys won't be able to prevent Christmas.